Before we get back into football, because I know we're football crazy, and that's where we are. It's football season, and we're going to talk football probably close to every single minute of every single day for the remainder of the season. For one little tiny moment, can we talk about the special thing that's going down in the Bronx?
Aaron Judge, all rise. All rise.
You've been ripping the Giants all year about, like, they're just boring, and I agree with you.
Yeah.
The Yankees are not boring, and I'm not a Yankee fan. I hate the Yankees. I hate the Red Sox. I probably lean more Yankees than I do Red Sox.
I'm not going to lie. There's an American League team to root for, and I'm sorry, Oakland A's fans.
Yeah.
It's the Bronx Bombers. That new blue Yankee hat is iconic. I was rocking the Yankee hat.
Well, you're also a bandwagon jumper, so that doesn't surprise me,
not really. I had a White Sox hat. I love all different caps.
Okay, Hove.
But that new blue Yankee, who but me? That was fire.
But it does, like, the home run derby, the home run chase still means something to me. I know that we're in the era of swing and strike out 8,000 times, Joey Gallo. But, like, seriously, it means something to me. And to do it in a Yankee jersey and to get to 60 in a Yankee jersey at home in the ninth inning against the Pittsburgh Pirates when you're down like a zillion runs.
He set the tone.
It was incredible. So can you play it?
Yeah, Stanton walked it off. But here's Aaron Judge's 60th home run, courtesy of John Sterling.
The 3-1. Swung on that. There it goes. Deep left. It is high. It is far. It is gone. He's tied the babe. It's a Judgian blast. His 60th home run of the year. Wow.
Wow.
All rise. There comes the Judge.
So he ties Babe Ruth for the second most in Yankee history, one behind Roger Maris for 61 home runs. And this guy, I'm going to lose my fantasy baseball championship because the guy at first place right now has Aaron Judge. I know nobody cares. But you talk about one of the greatest contract years of all time. This guy bet on himself, said, I'm going to say no to over $200 million.
I'm going to be real with you.
Screw you.
Let's stop right there. Saying no to $200 million. This isn't the NBA, right? Like the NBA, you see guys from time to time, they'll decline, $200 million because they'll get $280 million or whatever. Right. This is baseball. You could get hurt at any moment. Not that you can't in basketball, but we've seen guys can still tear their Achilles or their ACL and still get broke off.
And he's had injury issues. Aaron Judge. But he bet on himself at the age of 30. And this guy has hit 316 so far this season. He's got 60 home runs and 128 RBIs. And he is literally carrying the Yankees on his freaking back. And the Yankees go on to win that game. Stanton ends it with a grand slam. 60 home runs. This guy said no to $200 million? What's the price tag now?
I mean,
$500 million? $600 million?
Paige Ottle is his agent. Imagine how much money he's counting right now.
Oh, I mean,
he's basically Scarface at the counting money.
Right.
Let's do it again. And there's a little eyeball in the clock,
when they got the
and it's just him and Judge just counting money now. I'm changing dollar bills. That's all.
I feel like it's. I
knew you like that. I got the best lawyer in Miami. My lawyer's such a good lawyer. Right. But by tomorrow morning, you are going to be looking for a job.
Yeah. So that's a great part. That was a great part. They're sitting there counting money. They're pissed off. But
the guy pulls the gun out on him.
The guy pulls the gun out on him. He's just like, I don't care. Whatever. And he was out of jail.
And he was
gone. Just like that.
Yeah.
Front page of the Miami Herald.
I'm not going back into the can.
But here's the other thing.
God, I love Scarface.
Yeah, I do love Scarface. I'm due to watch that over.
I just watched it the other day. It's on Netflix.
So I was thinking Bill Burr and the big fat black guy in Breaking Bad when they're laying on the brick of money. That's Aaron Judge and his agent. Just laying out all that money. Just like, wow, what is it like to sit on $600 million? But Aaron Judge is having the most iconic contract years of all time.
I know.
Of all time, this guy bet on himself, and he's about to surpass Roger Maris.
Which is incredible. It's incredible. I mean, it's absolutely incredible. The Roger Maris story, I wasn't as familiar with the nuances. Right. Have you seen that movie 61?
Yeah, Bill Murray. That was on HBO. No, not Bill Murray. It was Billy Crystal. Was it Billy Crystal?
I don't know. It was another guy, and I
But it was on HBO, right?
Yes, it was
and
on HBO.
then, like, how Roger Maris is losing his hair.
Well, Roger Maris was totally screwed up.
And then, like, they weren't even pitching to him because they didn't want him to break the record. They wanted Mickey Mantle to break the record.
Exactly. And then Mickey Mantle ended up taking the horse tranquilizer and totally screwing himself up.
Directed by Billy Crystal. That's right.
There you go. But it was a fantastic movie. And I, whether it's 100% true or parts of it are true and some of it are myth and lore, I was unaware of a lot of the things that Roger Maris went through. You know, I just didn't know.
A lot of stress.
Hell yeah. Well, you're breaking Babe Ruth's record.
Right.
Babe is God. It'd be like someone breaking a Joe Montana record.
Right.
Think of how many people out here hated on Tom Brady or probably still hate on Tom Brady because he's not Joe. Right. You know what I mean? This is just natural. It makes total sense. So, I don't know. I love what Aaron Judge is doing. I just have such a hard time thinking that he's going to leave that environment. Seeing that stadium go crazy, and that was the other part, I miss when our Giants had moments like that. Remember Bonds? He'd get up there and just the click, 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 click of all the cameras.
There's no way. There's no way Aaron Judge is leaving that. There can't
at
be.
Least not for the Giants.
And the Yankees are not letting him leave. The Yankees are going to give him a blank check and say, because they would riot out there in New York City. They would riot by letting Aaron Judge go. And you know Steve Cohen, hell, he's not getting out of New York City. Steve Cohen is saying, hey, just come across the street, come to Citi Field, come to Flushing, New York, come to Queens. Here's $500 million. He's not getting out of the tri-state area. There's no chance Aaron Judge is leaving the East Coast. I don't care. Oh, he's from San Francisco. He's from around the area. He wants to come back home. How do we know that?
How far is Fresno away?
3 hours?
Yeah. I love when everyone's like, that's his hometown team.
Yeah.
He's probably equal distance to L.A.
Right.
He might even be closer to L.A.
Many Dodger games,
I know.
as many Giant games. And when you look at I don't care. Like Mark Willard always says, you know, guys are going to go where the money is. Is Aaron Judge really going to take the Giants' money with everything going on with the Giants? You don't know who's going to be managing the team next year. And if it's Gabe Kapler, you think he's attracting free agents after the way the season is gone? Hell no. Hell no, Aaron Judge ain't coming here.
It's not just the money. The money is absolutely an element. And I agree with Mark. Yes, you have to be in the zone money-wise. You also have to have a lineup.
Right. Look at 650 Comcast Business text line. Why would Judge leave New York and come to the Giants and dab with these bums? I'm not going to go that far. Hopefully they'll say dead. They'll say RIP to the dab. But he's got. I mean, like, come on.
So here we go, real quick. You don't think that this might sway Aaron Judge? Today, this is 13 minutes ago, the San Francisco Giants, or however many, on Facebook, announced 3-time World Series champ, 7-time All-Star, Buster Posey is now a member of the ownership group.
Oh, wow.
Do you think Buster Posey being part of the ownership group could help sway some free agents?
That's a big-time move.
I actually love this move.
That's a big-time move.
This is bigger than any of the personnel decisions that they've made over the last year.
That's a big-time move.
You think Buster wants to lose?
No. And I think he's going to have some say in the way they play. Guys, this philosophy stinks. Guys, Farhan ain't it. Guys,
it's a big move.
This is a big-time move.
I'm loving this.
And look, 209 Comcast Business text line. Farhan's not going to pay for Judge. Well, Buster Posey's in the ownership group. He's going to say, go pay for Judge.
Yeah.
Go get this dude.
Buster was in a lineup where, God bless him, and we all love him, and he's a Wall of Fame guy. But there's a level up between Aaron Judge and Hunter Pence. The best guy that he batted around in his lineup in his 10-year career with Buster was Hunter Pence. Wow. And I love Hunter. That's not good enough. No, I mean, think about this. Hunter Pence left this lineup to come to the Giants.
Right.
Chase Utley, Jimmy Rollins, Ryan Howard.
Raul Ibanez. He was their sixth hitter. Raul Ibanez was their sixth guy.
Listen to
Carlos
that
Ruiz was hitting bombs as your catcher. Phillies are great. Man, all right, it's all good. And, 925, there may be some validity in what you just said. This is like when Jay-Z or Jeter were part owners, just a face. Hey, we need a face. You get Charles Johnson out of here. You need a face.
Can you even point out, if I gave you a lineup of random people,
I wouldn't know what he
looked like.
Could you know?
I couldn't point out Greg Johnson.
No, I
could you?
Do that. No, absolutely not. Never seen him.
Yeah, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, Chris Cohan is Greg Johnson.
Yeah,
in terms of I don't know who either of them is.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know at all. So that's big news. That's
but
big
you
news.
need to have protection in the lineup. Like, there's one thing, and I remember when the A's made the big deal to swing Cespedes out of town and bring in Johnny Lester.
Right.
And just the way I view baseball, this is me. Everyone has their own perspectives. Getting an ace, very important. But I always look at when you take a center of the order guy, what that does to the 2 and 3 hitter, what that does to the 5 and 6 hitter. Was it Damian Moss back then?
Yeah, Damian Moss.
Who were the guys around Cespedes back then?
Brandon Moss,
and Josh
Donaldson.
Donaldson.
Okay.
And they traded Cespedes, and Brandon Moss's numbers and Donaldson numbers went down the drain.
But what happens is, and this is, you can ask Jeff Kent this, you can ask Moises Alou, ask anyone who batted in front or behind Barry Bonds. When you have a guy who's in the lineup who people fear like no other, it gives other guys in the lineup great pitches to see because nobody wants to face you, like if you're Bonds or Judge, with someone on base.
That's what I'm saying.
And if they do walk you, then the next guy, boom, you've got a duck on the pond.
Well, the Giants need to go do everything they can to go get Aaron Judge. And finishing and saying, you're going to dial me here, man? You out here, you all right, man?
I had a rice cake this morning with peanut butter, and you ever get like a little tiny piece stuck in the back of your throat?
You better sip that water,
I'm
dog.
sorry.
Sip that water, doggy.
I had a really bad allergy headache this morning.
Oh, man, that's not good.
So, no, but I feel great now.
I'll tell you